Alright. Hey, let's dive back into 40k, and today we have a Dark Heresy Beta. Haven't played it yet. Did play through the Rogue Trader. So let's jump in. All right. There's lots of like numbers we can adjust. Flat modifier for the difficulty or skill test made by party. Stories. Okay, they don't dodge at as much. They are not like a skillful either. But let's go with the normal. That's a battle sister.
Violence it is then. Better your blood than mine. Seeking the advantage. Always on the move. I'll make it work.
Okay. Officer, warrior, operative, soldier, mystic.
The mutant. The heretic. The enemies of mankind are ever present.
Okay, so I guess this is according to the new role-playing game. So you have like
the scale of the threat we face.
these are archetypes. These are not like classes or anything.
And continue regardless is what it means to serve in our holy order.
This feels like an Imperial card.
Give those who stand
Astra Militarum.
for the Inquisition. Surely will not.
Warrior is good in melee. Movement support. Okay, interesting division. Operative, sen more like assassin. Soldier. So officer is definitely like a more like a support person. Okay, these are zealots probably, not the sister battle. Zealot. And these are psychers. Noble.
Better your blood than mine.
Violence it is then.
Tremble and weep!
Tremble and weep!
I am the bringer of his punishment!
Violence it is.
I'll think I'm making my characters to the officer again.
The heretic. The enemies of mankind.
They're basically same than with the previous game.
And
Okay, now we can get like a.
few can comprehend.
Okay, so if we have a warrior, same
and continue
mystic,
is what it
sanctions by. Okay,
our holy order.
so origins are basically the same.
Emperor, forgive those who stand against us.
We get scorn. Metal test. Yeah, I'm scorning the enemies so they would lose a morale or something. Sanction Spiker. Yeah, most of the Inquisitor are actually Psychers. That's actually pretty interesting. Criminal. Aura of contempt. Non-disposable enemies. Okay. Fellowship is probably like a... I guess I'm making a noble again. Fallen Dynasty. Yeah, I remember these from the RPG. Pen and paper RPG. Merchant Dynasty. Righteous. Lore Heresy. Ah, okay. Merchant Dynasty. High agility beats mobility. High bird is pretty nice. Background. Or home bird. These are all like a pretty badass. I guess the Wimps do not like belong to the Inquisition. Critical effect. Oh no. Forge World. Hybrid. Okay. Progression locked. I guess it opens up. Fellowship is pretty high. Okay, pretty much like FFG's role-playing games, this can't be like a super high. They've maxed out the fellowship basically. And willpower and weapon skill. Perception is also like a pretty useful. Really? That's a bit derp. Okay. Okay, so you can have like a...
The enemies of mankind are ever present. Terrible and insidious. Few can comprehend the scale of the threat we face. To know and continue regardless is what it means to serve in our holy order. May the Emperor forgive those who stand against us. For the Inquisition surely will not.
You can have several augmentations. Mix and match these. Randomize. Pretty cool. Alt B is reward box, okay. Lord Inquisitor. Your aching joints are twisted to their limit, locked in the manacles. It's hard to breathe. The scratching of the Tyrant Cabal. Yep. Tyrant Star. Okay, this starts hard. Conclave of the Inquisition that composed the representative of different holy orders. Ooh. Session 28 00432 iota pi of the Cabal is now convened. Loss of the vessel's Shul's valor, loss of the 86% of Terminus Omega Warband, including servants of the Golden Throne, Might and High Rank, Acolyte Idaris Zev, Acolyte Persephone Skring, Inquisitor Lenander de Thrall, the accused Jonan von Nax. Bastion Serpentis. Few who survived the slaughter aboard the Slutus Valor were isolated from debriefing. Remarkable thing is that after confirming the death of the Inquisitor de Taral, they are still willing to hear you out. Terminus Omega Warband bears partial responsibility for the loss of Holy Inquisition mechanical information and human resources. Death of the Inquisitor, however, is its sole responsibility of the acolyte accused. Do you deny your guilt? It's my fault. I could have saved him, but I chose to secure the artifact. The massive servitor box erupts into his. Before giving way, age-rasping was an increase. Masigi. You make no attempt to shrink your responsibility of your actions, but admitting oneself is not the path to atonement. Only deeds can absolve us of our debt to the fallen. With all due respect to Cabal, I beg to leave the as the acolyte a different question. I propose we address another portion of the testimonies gathered and the remnants of the data extracted from Servo Ossuarium, specifically those regarding the causes behind the fall of Schultus Valor. Inquisitor Sonevan wishes to know, are you certain the version events you have put forward? Answer acolyte John Johan von Nacht. There will no doubt in Inquisition mind the destruction of Schultus Valor was caused by the band of heretic Astartes. Well, if there's the Space Marines on board, no mortal man can stop them. I doubt this conclusion. You see sharp gaze sweeps of the assemblage. It affirms that the acolytes survived this direct exposure of the light of the Tyrant Star. Identified stellar phenomenon. Heretics Tenebrae, Comus and the spectral sun. Manifestation in real space heralds devastating catastrophes. Tyrant Star is accompanied by the warp disturbance and surges of sorcery and mutation. True nature remains unknown. Counties it experience now. Lest the colonists be lost to sudden madness or some other consequence. Xenos Hyperis Xanthia. Monodormant Amalthean. Amalthean. I don't have a book right now, but one of the those book series that actually delve into the Inquisition is I'll need to check that out. Eisenhorn, Gregor Eisenhorn, which is very dedicated Inquisitor. But I recall he was Amalthean, basically brotherhood and philosophy. Monotonic Amalthean, what use would this technology be to you? I was put to test, yet I resisted corruption and overcame it. I do not wish to turn my thoughts of those wild memories any longer. Guaranteeing Cabal's unity is merely a facade. In truth, a schism is forming within its ranks, between the Puritans and those who favor more liberal interpretation of Imperium laws. Interesting that there's not hot link here for the explain what are Puritans and radicals. Okay, so you have an alignment. Don't believe in God Emperor's grand design. Monodominant. So your moral is basically shifting, which is actually from the Eisenhorn books, one of the themes that he starts out this like a clear-cut Inquisitor, but delves into more from the Puritan to radical during the book series. And certainly fully within the complete candor acolyte. Tell the truth. I saw something strange, an auditorium filled with strangers and a hallowed figure of sorts that spoke to us. More data is required. consider this. The acolyte is either a lucky bastard who survived the impossible situation, or a complete idiot who returned to a stronghold of the crown and drove servants while actually being an agent of our game enemy. Both of these are not exclusive. Hereticus Tenebrae. Most efficient course would be extract the acolyte's brain for subnatic reconstructions. So what? Because one of the warband pulled me out of the light of the Tyrant Star. Reality is one of the eternal struggle. For resources, for survival, for hope. This is actually like pretty good point because Rogue Trader game had very good lore, very good. Like many people said that it was like a 40k they imagined, because it took like a different points of view, like very well into account. And I wonder if this game is going to dwell into why Inquisition needs to be so hardcore, so demanding, so cruel all the time. A reality full of pain and abhorrent choices, yep. Where nothing ever goes according to plan. This is very reality John von Nacht finds the choice. Fulfill his duty to his Inquisitor or obey the oath he swore to all humanity. Anyone who claims the choice was obvious is lying to themselves. The loss of Sultus Valor, or of the Acolytes and Leander, it was all meaningless if your bones are led to rot on a doomed planet. But Johann von Nacht and Terminus Omega did not merely survive. What is Terminus Omega? They delivered the artifact in the hands of the Tarantine Cabal. Do you believe by the volunteering to retrieve the artifact and Inquisitor did not fully comprehend the significance of his mission? The Inquisitor understood better than anyone, any of us, meaning the absolute submission to one's duty, and that same resolve also took the root in his acolytes. So I will ask Cabal only once, does the Johann von Nacht desire retribution? Skill test. Which test succeeded? Lord Inquisitor Zerbe himself is now your sole benefactor, must you every nerve pull tight. The favor of the mighty carries deep price, and you have not yet been told the cost. Henceforth, Johann von Nacht is under my protection. Interesting solution. What a disgrace. Mini Sentila. Enough talk. Couple has the matters to discuss without you. Report the quartermaster. Blind Aid. Blind Silvius Quartersmaster Aid is sent to escort you at the meeting of the Turning Cabal. Master Acolyte. There's something wrong with my face. Why are you looking at me like that? You're the agent who retrieved an artifact that Cabal has been hunting for years. Saw it in the atrium. How did you have managed such a feat? I don't mind hearing how the Bastion got on while I was away. What would I need to escort? Fortress of the Server Skintilla's Moon, Lachesis. I wonder if we can get to the Sibelius. Sibelius Hive.
Always on the move.
Use skulls. A skull is a holy symbol of the Imperium.
Reconnoitering.
Oh, ooh. You get eaten by the crocs. Okay, they don't go. They don't go along. Or to our servants and the holy orders of the Bastion servants, words have been spoken. This is made. Path charted. Session is now concluded. That was fast. Innocence proves nothing. May the God Emperor receive the sacred service. End of transmission. You did well for once. The acolyte arrived on time. Triumphant Lacepister. Furthermore, servant of the distribution Omega Block 12 Quaternaster Numius is hereby instructed to assume the duties of distribution oversight in regard of placing issue 2. You have been assigned to the verdict and have been assigned to you. I will head to the dock once I have concluded my present business. You continue this conversation, I'll be waiting for you there. Okay. Toma. Interrogator. This person is unreadable. Long time to see, Johanna von Nacht. You do dreadful Master Orthos. So he's lower ranking Inquisitor, Interrogator. We are just acolytes. Seems like they let you out of the cells much sooner than me. The other members of Terminus Omega did not get the luxury of spending several cycles in a medicaving bed. Imperium's enemies do not take breaks. And spare me the formalities, we are equal rank now. Okay. Thanks to your devotion to Atlantis Capital's mission, Warband lost an Inquisitor. What kind of interrogator would allow such thing to happen? Those were the exact words before they stripped me of my status. Ah, okay. Yep. Because interrogator is so low rank Inquisitor that he needs like somebody to full size Inquisitor to like oversee him. You were rather mediocre. So the couple didn't put you death after all. Never said that. A new patron. A couple hasn't revoked my sentence. Lord Inquisitor decree my execution has merely been stayed. I didn't notice something. Lord Inquisitor bade me inform you that he expects you in his work chambers 1 floor above. Do not tarry. It's been a couple of years since I was assigned to a quartermaster. So what happened? Incident in Archium Serpentis. Additional security measures. Search anyone who seems to even remotely suspicious. Inquisitors are extempt, of course. Acolytes, even interrogators, are being searched regularly. Details yet. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so we have a ton of everything. Although the stubble revolver is pretty good weapon. But there's one bolt pistol. Bolt pistols do like a very small damage. Okay, it's delivering it like pretty like a clearly. Always like a extra wounds spotter. Does not stack. But stupper revolver is a close quarters weapon, so you can use the sword and extra armor damage. You hit with the lace weapon pretty well. Vitals damage. Plus 10 hit chance when the morale is about, yeah. Some kind of puzzle.
At once.
Okay, where's the loot? Ah, here.
Reconnoitering.
2 cards with the machine guns. Auto guns. Several long minutes pass in absolute silence. Finally, Lord Inquisitor closes the letter bound folder and raises his eyes to you. The destruction Sultur's valor, the death of Leander trial, the loss of the Yankos system. We live in dark times, reaching great losses. Leander was convinced that heretic Astartes were to blame for the destruction of the ship. You agreed with his conclusions. I have no reason not to believe you both, even if no solid evidence survived. Leander is dead. The evidence has disappeared, and lords with so potentially corrupt acolytes are lacking in credit. Forced the Inquisitors to delay their affairs to eradicate resources to fight the hidden enemy. One needs strong proof indeed. Proof that Blade has been raised over the capital of Calixis. You will do this. When you receive a new assignment, study your surroundings and seek individual events, which, when pieced together, will paint a picture of lurking evil. Make the sign of Aquila. I will do all that's possible to complete this task. That's not acolyte. I expect you to go beyond the possible. Yeah, easy workplace. The time has come when this will allow humanity to prevail. You made me your acolyte while others blame me for the death of the Master Taral. Why? For many years, Leander, I forced the path for humanity, side by side through the infinite darkness. Even when our views on the pain of the galaxy changed, each of us continued to serve him unwaveringly. And just as Leander once paved the way for the future with the hands of these acolytes, you will become the bearer of my will. Give it a strange look. One who's incapable of sacrifice will never bring change. Yep. So Inquisition needs to do like a lot of sacrificing in 40k, like even planets. But you acolyte have shown enough fortitude to do so. Even if you must give up anything and everyone, when it means losing your own humanity to do it, achieve our goal. We got a sigil in the name of the Inquisitor. This is not like a promotion, but this is like a pretty hardcore. The instrument of tyranny cabal is on eradication of heresy. Nothing will deter me from pulling in this righteous service. Or Xenos High Priest. Okay, so I guess the Lord Inquisitor is more like a Xanthid. Sanctification ritual. Why does the Oracle Noxis bear such an importance to the Tarantin Cabal? You have seen it at work aboard the Sultus Valor, but perhaps the memories are so painful that your mind refuses to accept them. Even before the cursed light of Tyrant Star fell upon the world, the verdict and you, the artifact, had radiated a blinding glow, hadn't it? Oracle Nox is nothing but a herald of inevitable tragedy. The rise of the spectral sun. From now on, new catastrophes will not catch Tarantin Cabal off guard. Because of you and sacrifice the Taral. Too many assignments. Essence of Terrectives Tenebrae. The spectral sun. Remained unknown for the Tarantin Cabal of hundreds of years. Therefore, you will begin your own investigation on this phenomenon with a clean slate. Receive the lead gathered by your predecessors, trace connections and draw the conclusions. That research with a visit to the restricted section. Forbidden Library, like in a Harry Potter. I'm certain you recognize several Osarium intervention parts. Sultus Valor resulted in a considerable damage to the device, but Tech Priest managed to restore its functionality. I returned the dead Tara's device to you. Anything you have not shared with me about Sultus Valor, about the What happened to you when the spectral sun shone upon you? Speak, I will listen. I saw something strange, an auditorium filled with strangers and a hollowed figure sorts that spoke to us. I see. What this figure want? I'm unsure. It spoke of odd things sealed against the darkness, importance of death, ashes that the Titan's head would not see. This knowledge must remain between us, acolyte. Whether your vision was a delusion of the mind fractured by the Tyrant Star influence or something else. There's more to learn. You have to take more mundane duties. Hive Sibelius! Yes, Sibelius. But yeah. It seems something has driven them to linger in that dark place. After I head to the Lucid Palace to meet with the Inquisitor Oliante Wrathbone. She has obtained intelligence that some heretic Kel plots to assassinate high-ranking figure during the celebrations of Saint Sibelius. Okay, this is fun. Saint Sibelius, okay. Yeah, 40k people know a lot about M3. So basically, Saint Sibelius is. Let me add the picture. Yeah, Saint Sibelius, Finnish composer. Yep. Finlandia is his music as well. In case you didn't know. There's no conclusive evidence that these heretics exist at all. Indeed, this situation appears to be nothing but typical squabbles of aristocracy. The Holy Order do not waste time of some trivialities. There remains a slim chance that rumor relates to activity of the traitor Astartes. That's why I'm sending you to take on the measure of things. What exactly I'm looking for? Find Chronicle Keeper Bloodworth. Suppose it located in Alchemist Serpentis. I'm to prevent assassination attempt. I do not care whether another Lucidian soldier or priest dies. Even if the Tyrant Star lit up the sky of the Skintilan right now, each of them would keep gnawing each other's throats. The task of Inquisition is not to save those who consider themselves chosen by humanity. The task is to use those who wrongly believe themselves chosen. The name of humanity is salvation. Thus, even if this heretic cell turns out to be Fitman, use this opportunity to remind the elite that the eyes of the Holy Orders, none are guiltless. Who's the Wrathbone? As my acolyte, you should be more informed about great members. Oliante Wrathbone is currently under mission on Skintilla, acting as voice of the Holy Orders. Let her use if it serves the mission. Do not even think to trust her. Maris Portum Sectoris. One of the decaying hab zones. What exactly are Millicenti and Sister Septima doing in lower levels of the hive? Underhive, yay. I assume details will be shared with you in Marisportum if they deem it necessary. You will need a warband. Acolytes Pes and Devos are currently finishing inspection in the infirmary. You already know them. As for Acolyte Saro, who will Acolyte Skrink as a sanctioned psyker, he can be most likely be found from the Hen Temple Hall. Use them as you see fit. Now go. Time is not our side. Results, not excuses. That's what I expect from you.
Always on the move.
Yeah, very much like Rogue Trader, this game. And I remember this stuff from the Dark Heresy pen and paper role-playing game. So.
Reconnoitering.
New features. Get back to the fight, okay. Assembler warband. I guess we can go through the atrium. I assume. Oh, it's there. The name of God Emperor we guard. Oh, Master the trial of our sturdy man. The Septima. Okay. Battle Sisters have sent somebody here. The hither undiscovered tomb of Saint Sibelius. Okay. Battle scars are the sacred marks of duty. Pray him not for salvation but for endurance, for they who stand with the humanity in the very end are already saved by him.
Moving.
A loot goblin. Each of the polished plagues before each bears the names of the fallen Inquisitor integrators. Good things have gone otherwise. I hope you are feeling better. Psalm Sibelius the Infallible. I guess this is like some other Sibelius. And Saro is here. Preacher. Do you seek something, acolyte? It came to me as I pondered the duty of being the guardian of humanity. Are you Saro? You are the one of those who returned perilous journey to the Ikantos system. Thus defending you are recruiting for my war band. I thought that the one that with the heresy of the Tyrant Star would have rendered you an outcast. Too many those sent to the Ikantos have perished in the depths of corruption. My only solace is that one of them bears upon my sister by curse, if death became a bitter gift, sparing her the dreadful torment of survival. But lies in the past, where you and her close. No, she kept her distance. She was strong, but she was taken too soon. What kind of psyker? I give it form of the purifying flame. Very well, we must go. Yeah, first companion. Hierophant staff. Melee attack siphon life. What can you do? Mystic robe. Plus 10 intelligence. Weapon and ballistic skills are not. Not great, but I guess when he can't use the powers, he will use the last gun.
Keeping my eyes open.
Archivist Serpent is here, and I guess the Health Acolyte. Individual searches are to contact the interested and Bastion Serpent security. Nothing personal. As you say. What is this thing? Mulat masti illakin. Chronicle Keeper Bloodbirth. Okay, where's the Bloodworth again? My sister of battle is here. I think the Calixis Sector had their own like a sisters. Yep. You are the acolyte who recently developed most remarkable artifact on the Icon system. It was originally described to the xenoarchaeologist, who gives strength by his contemplations. All thanks to you. I found an unclaimed manuscript at that Bastion Halls. What is this? Text from the restricted section. How? By the throne. Some have fixed the incorrect identifier to these papers, and not to these alone. So all the documents from a restricted section have entered general circulation and have been dispersed to the Bastion. They must be returned. I feel like this is a fetching quest. Do you need assistance? Yes. No, yes. Perhaps. These cogitators on this hall, on the level below, on the records. The request made by the restricted section. You then can determine who's responsible for the unauthorized transfer of the documents from the archive and shall contrive some means of expressing my gratitude. Chronicle Keeper Bloodworth, assigned to Agrim Serpentis on the Lord Inquisitor orders 2 cycles and dozen turns ago. Can you tell me? Memories of Inquisitor Woman's Cade. I must go. I should go. Loot goblin in a library. An acolyte of the Inquisition. Devastation approaches. Oh no. Psychic phenomena. Cursed sorcerer.
Never still for long.
Last shard fades from the sky, darkness does not triumph. Fellowship. Medicaid is under Fellowship. I can get like a 3... Okay, no, 10 points. Metal. Resist hostile mental influence. Okay, so you get specializations. Okay, that's in the third. Okay. Interesting. How do I read this? Saro is 45. Okay, so I think I was like too much walking in the middle road, so I should like push towards the certain path in a this moral sense in this game. Rogue Trader was like he was like a pretty jovial guy, basically. I don't know how to like address, add some points. Play, okay.
Mustn't linger. At once. I once interrogated a heretic who claimed he couldn't be bled. The pyre flames confirmed his words. Moving.
Loot is in the opposite corner.
Reconnoitering.
Weighted tome is chained to the shelf. Essay of the Morning Star. How much do we lose sanity from reading that?
Moving. The Holy Orders teach vigilance.
Okay.
No sense in delaying.
Uh-huh. Secrets within secrets within secrets. Okay, I think I need to like raise my lore. Heretical lore, basically. So... new features, get back to the fight skill. Okay. No, I think it now goes. Okay, this is how it works. Specialization. What are the... Intelligence and willpower the best with him? Sanctic, Shield of the Emperor. Morale and defense. Psyker needs a willpower. Ticket cipher. The margin of each tome reflected.
I always land on my feet. Moving.
Skins. Helm of Resolve.
That is beyond anyone's ability. We mustn't linger.
Warp meter. Okay, meter is showing like a different thing. Let's put the points to the fellowship. And with him I was thinking of Sanctic. Okay. And this is what we needed.
Staying sharp.
Okay, we are still... We still need to like find the... unknown.
At once.
Where's the loot? It's this probably.
No sense in delaying.
Pretty good way actually to like steer the player towards the library and start the side quest. Sigil opens every door in this base.
Reconnoitering.
Latent Psyker. Yeah, they are trying how to stab each other. Executioner Sergeant. Training grounds.
Always on the move.
It's a servitor. You stab the cybernetic zombie and learn things about it. How to kill people. Very 40k.
Reconnoitering.
Oh, nice.
I do not abide time wasting.
— 70%. Should happen. Although people do generally like a.
I do not abide time wasting.
Okay, 60%. So our Psyker is better. Sleight of hand. Okay, not much.
Moving.
Targets are servitors and yep, heretics, because why not? It's a honor to heretic to be like a considered like a target practice for Inquisitor.
Never still for long.
This is totally crazy galaxy. Okay, echo from the past. Absorbing emotions that have been frozen in oblivion. Ouch. One killed the other by the bolter right in the back of the victim's head and felt regret. Something that came with the Tyrant Star's curse. Anger and an unjust command.
No sense in delaying.
Faint stain. Fresh bolter fire.
Adequate.
Ah, okay, so we need something.
Moving.
The Inquisition base has its own secrets. This must be like a Medicaid. They are waiting for the dentist. Overcrowded.
Never still for long. Tread carefully.
Okay, can be used only once. Yeah, I was wondering, these are called war bands rather than retinues. Okay. How can you fail like several times over the 70% skill roll? But yeah, a percentage system is always like a not nice. Triumph and stop revolver. Why it's in a... Okay, it's probably painkiller. Fire grenade. Okay, he likes fire. Unlocked. That was good find.
We mustn't linger.
Also, this game would been very nice if they were like a first person modification. Let's see if Rogue Trader had any mods. Free camera. There's a free camera mod. Okay, my server skull is having like a machine spirit is having a fit. The cool little details. Engine share is here. Where's our team? Infirmary. Loot is over here.
No sense in delaying. Success.
This is of the lower level Hype Sibelius. Smolder Fever. we can grant him Emperor's Peace, or we can ease the pain. Why? No longer melting. Medicate it, we used, but okay, what happened here?
Effective as always.
Okay, where is my team members? Hamar and everyone. Our colleague is here. Surgeon. All of the organization level tower warband were justified. We lost an Inquisitor demonstrated lack of competence. Don't start. Did we or did we not retrieve that thing from Sultan's Valor? You didn't come here just to talk. My plane and I'm aid station on the numbers. At your service. Hello, the Inquisitor granted me his patronage and tasked me to assembling warband to carry out the mission. Not bad. And you want us to work for you. Could be worse. Have a more urgent task to attend to. Medicaid. We are being sent to the lower hive. I'm certain there will be much of physics and of your caliber to study there. I deem the assumption substantiated. Marin's portal sector is half zone in in the spires of Sibelius. Any thoughts of which we should handle first? We are heading to spires without Inquisitor. Can't wait to see the looks of those police faces when they see us. Fact is, I was just preparing to file a request with the particle lower hive. It's part of Richard's team. All set, Commander. When do we move out? Quartermaster before departure limit our supply of medical needs. Yep. Medicate with the flamer. Yeah, I guess it cures the purges the filth. Medicate kit 3. Shotgun and a flamer. She's better with the ballistic. And Heimar is Death Welder soldier, I guess. Heavy stubber, yes. Flak armor. We cannot suffer critical effects. Huh. Character models are more detailed than in a Rogue Trader. Because he can't use knife. Katachan. Okay, so he is Katachan. Looked like one, but... here's the level up button. Anti-armor specialist. Well, if we need to fight the Space Marines, the anti-armor might be like a pretty good. Burst fire. It's not this character to take on as cover for the allies. Okay. This is crazy. Tactical maneuvers. That's pretty great. Dual wield. His characteristics are pretty normal. Can we get strength? Strength and toughness. I think this is going to be good. It's definitely going to be like our muscle, so.
You have my attention. At once. Success.
How can we get get that from there? Jeremy's horse. Gun cutter. Oh, we get the gun cutter. That's so Eisenhorn style. Eisenhorn had like a gun cutter as well. I guess the Inquisitor thinks that gun cutters are pretty good. Pretty good. For job at hand. Okay, wrong click. Oh, we were accidentally loaded the...
Resolved.
Better save when I have actually set these up. Get like a perception intelligence.
At once.
Okay, save. Closet was here. There's stuff around.
Success.
Saint's blood. What do we do now? It happened again. What sort of bastard do you have to be to steal your deceased brothers and sisters? Cranial augmentic. We were supposed to remove it and order priestess to machine cult. Absolutely not. Okay, items are going missing.
Never still for
Interesting.
long.
Initiating Vox frequency tracking mode.
Oh, nice.
No sense in delaying. Always on the move. Keeping my eyes open.
It wasn't that.
At once. The Holy Ordos teach vigilance.
Better light effect now in this game. But in the Thor's name.
Always on the move. Reconnoitering.
Oh, chainsword. Nice. Okay, so we are already like stealing from the Inquisition. Extra wounds and vitals damage, yes. And that's like a just flak armor. Nothing special.
At once.
Okay, so we got like some magazines of purified bolts. Okay, all sorts of stuff. Flak armor, 28 and damage reduction. Only like a different type. So this is more like a stylish choice.
Keeping my eyes open.
Okay, apparently there were like a lot more to explore in this place than I anticipated. You don't need see everything on the first go. Okay, let's go to the Medicaid.
No sense in delaying. Always on the move.
So we have the cranial augment. But who do we need to like approach to deliver that? Medicaid. Okay, here. Return to font augmenting. Medicate kit. Yes, please.
Keeping my eyes open.
Oh yeah, there were loot here, but I'm not sure how we can get this down.
Reconnoitering.
We are probably going to return here after mission, so probably don't need to like do everything at once. Atrium. Okay, how do we get out of here? Orientation point selected in the southern part of the Bastion Serpentis, past the atrium. Here. Of course. 40k. Terminal.
Keeping my eyes open.
Ah, hey, Mari's over there. All right, so let's end this game for here today. And yeah, definitely like a promising game. Very much 40k. Very much like a Calixis Sector feeling. Dark Heresy was set there. It's a pen and paper RPG. You know the deal. And very good questions about what the Inquisition is actually doing. And this like a cosmic entity, which is threatening the colonies there. So pretty cool. Anyway, next we are going to... Time is 9 p.m. here, past the 9 p.m. So small break, and then I'm going to head to the Dishonored. So that's the idea at least. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching, and remember to hit the like button if you are